The rubber's hitting the road, isn't it? I know, I've been there, done that. And we all have to look occasionally to alternatives for our kids' education. I mean, now that bells have been ringing back in Georgia for the better part of a month, what do you do, right? You know, a lot of people look towards private schools, and I always try to feature one or two this time of year to give you parents an opportunity to explore them on your own. And today, please welcome to the show Erin Mulder. She's the executive director over at Stepping Stones Educational Therapy Center and School. Hi, Erin. How you doing?
I'm well, Gina. How are you?
I'm so good. Thanks for being on, because I know for many parents, the rubber has hit the road already this year. Erin, tell our listeners and our viewers, what is the Stepping Stones School?
Okay, so Stepping Stones is located in Griffin, Georgia. We were founded in 1990 by Sarah Lynn Fountain and Bonnie Brown. Their initial drive or dream was to be able to better serve early childhood students and provide earlier interventions for those children. They felt like that the school system, while they did the best they could with what they had, were not able to provide those supports. We could really get the early interventions started. So that's how we began in 1990 with 3 early childhood students. And today we are a little over 100 students, and we serve children ranging in age from 6 weeks through high school. Our preschool is reverse inclusion. So 50% of our friends have a challenge and 50% do not. And the thought process there is we offer the early intervention, but we're also scaffolding and demonstrating the milestones through our peers so that we increase the opportunities for that modeling and the demonstration, and then to move forward. With our academy and high school, all of our students are moderate to severe in need, and we work with an adaptive curriculum with our high school doing vocational education and life skills training as well.
What kind of life skills do you teach there at the vocational academy?
Anything and everything. Yeah, so the high school is fairly new. We start life skills in academy with kindergarten, and as the children get older, they develop into more age-appropriate skills. Anything from learning how to help take out the trash to learning how to budget, to learning how to count money. And with our older kids, they're learning how to get out in the world and navigate their community safely and independently as is appropriate for each child.
You know, I notice a lot of private schools, because Lyric was in a private school for many years, they offer like great opportunities to get out in the community. Does Stepping Stones do that, where like once a week you're going to work at the public library or Chick-fil-A, or to get them that experience? Goodwill is a good one to partner with too. They're so patient with our folks, you know?
Yes, ma'am. With our younger students, we bring the opportunities to them because a lot of our families, they do struggle with being able to leave work to attend a field trip, and we don't have a lot of transportation options for our younger kids at this point in time. So we will bring in things, everything from Touch a Truck, where they get to meet community members, firemen, police officers, you name it. We bring everybody in. We have a big morning and just get to commune. We bring in local school systems to run a pep rally class for us. And then we have
I love that.
Yeah, with partner schools. We have buddy brunches with community members. So a lot of the younger kids, their programs are brought in. But for our older students, the high school, our goal is to go somewhere once a month to work on either a life skill or to see a job in action, so that as we move forward and we get older and we prepare for internships, we have some options and we know what we like and what we don't like. And so that's really catering to the individual student, not just a prescribed curriculum or programming of field trips.
I really like that. And so with me today, Erin Mulder, she's the executive director at Stepping Stones Educational Therapy Center. The school is fabulous. When we get back, we're going to find out a little bit more about costs and if you can apply that SB 10 money. Stay with me.
Don's Tree Service is awesome.
Love Don's Tree Service. They've come out for a giant oak tree removal, another for some debris removal.
One thing I really appreciated about Don's Tree Service, they come, they take those trees down, and they take everything away.
For a free estimate, call Don's Tree Service, 770-413-TREE, or find them online at donstree.com.
Welcome back to Life with the Spectrum. I'm your host, Gina Cavalli. With me today, Erin Mulder, Executive Director at the Stepping Stones Educational Therapy Center and School. Erin, talk to us about tuition. I know parents always have a concern because, you know, it's expensive to just go to the grocery store, right? Mm-hmm. So then when you think about education, what's tuition range like? Is it less for, you know, lower elementary and then higher for high school? Or
Yeah, so it's a tiered system of tuition. For our preschool, it's $7,800 a year. We do have some scholarships available for our early childhood, for our preschoolers, but it is not as significant as my older students. And that's based on both need, and you have to have a diagnosis in order to qualify for the preschool scholarships. Our pre-K program is actually lottery funded, so it is tuition free. It's paid for by the state. And so,
wonderful.
Yes, and we employ a third inclusion teacher for that program. So that's a really exciting program we're able to offer our families. And then Academy is $15,000 per year, with upper school being $15,500. But yes, ma'am, we are able to accept SB 10 funds, as well as we participate in GASO, which is a student scholarship organization for the state of Georgia. And so parents can apply for scholarship funding through that program. And we have an admissions and scholarship committee that helps dole out scholarships amounts for our academy and upper school kids.
Yeah, and a lot of schools, and I don't know if GASO is the tax deferred. Is that also, because there's so many, there's gold, now there's GASO. Mm-hmm. So these are great. And I know parents always get confused about this. So let's take a quick minute to talk about these types of tax deferred systems. Sure. We took part of it when Lyric was in private school, and it was wonderful. You basically write a check for X amount of dollars. They tell you how much you're willing to pay. Let's say we'll use $10. Okay. We'll use smaller numbers, $10. But then the state comes back and says, really, we only need $2.66. So you write that check out, you let your company know, and they don't take $2.66 out because you've already paid that.
Yeah, it is $1. It's a true dollar for dollar tax credit in the state of Georgia that anybody who pays income tax can participate in. And I do like to preface that because sometimes the question becomes, well, are we taking tax dollars away from our public school system with these scholarship funds? We are not. Those tax funds come from your homestead tax. So this gives you, the taxpayer, an opportunity to tell the government, this is what I want to do with my money. So it's a really great program. And yes, we do participate in GASO. That's the one we happen to subscribe to, but there are several in the state.
And businesses, if you are a mom and pop, if you're an entrepreneur and you have a business, you can write this off. Yes. This is all tax you can send to GASO. So please, you know what, for every parent out there, it's something to look into for sure, because it really does help kids go to school that need to go to school.
Absolutely.
And there's a need to come to Stepping Stones. What are your plans for the future?
So the high school for us is brand new. So that's kind of where we are for the future, getting this off the ground. We've committed to a minimum of 2 years of programming for our upper school, with the hope and the prayer being that we're able to educate until the age of 21. So at that time, students can transition into the next step for them as is appropriate, with our ultimate goal being your last day at Stepping Stones should look like the first day of the rest of your life. Not getting on a bus, the last day and then trying to figure out transportation the day after, but you've practiced all of these things so that when you graduate, you are truly ready to be independent as is appropriate for you. So that's the biggest piece of our future that we're looking at right now.
I love that. And then do you have anything fun, like any galas, fundraisers coming up that people can kind of get behind?
Well, our biggest fundraiser of the year is Clays for Kids, and it is the Thursday before the Masters begins. So somewhere there, late March, April. It's a clay shooting competition at Cherokee Rose here in Griffin. It's a beautiful, beautiful site. I'm not really into shooting guns, but it's a lot of fun to go watch and see. It's a beautiful area. And so that's our biggest fundraiser. So that's in the spring. And for people who are looking to volunteer and work with our kids, we're always looking for people to come in and read stories, interact with our students, have lunch, play games. And our big, not fundraising event, but our big event of the year is our Academy Prom, the first Friday in March, where we have a red carpet walk. We have community members come in and do hair and makeup. We have a big party, and it's for our Academy families and children and friends. And we have a big party right here on campus. It's just a lot of fun.
I love this. Well, thank you, Erin, for being on the show. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Absolutely. If you'd like more information about Stepping Stones, please go to our website, www.steppingstoneschool.org. You can also find Stepping Stones on Instagram and Facebook, and we would love to have you visit in person right here in Griffin.
And that's where you can find fun pictures, too, of what goes on day to day, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Erin, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Gina. I appreciate it.
It really is the hardest pill to swallow and hear that your child might not be on grade level, academically ready to go to, college. But it's okay. There's so many great opportunities out there for your child. So let's get them moving in the right direction. Stepping Stones Educational Therapy Center and School, along with all of the other private schools I have featured in the past, and you can go back on the channel with the Cumberland Academy and the Tapestry School, just to name a few, but there's like a whole bunch of shows. This is the time of year where your kid starts to get kind of comfortable, and you do realize that the rubber hits the road, and you want them to be successful. So sometimes you have to pivot, right? Remember, here in the state of Georgia, that SB 10 money can get enrolled into your child's private education needs. And in other parts of the country, wherever you're watching, if your child is currently in public school and in special education, then that school is getting the money from the state, and you can roll that over to your child's private education needs as well. All right. So it's important to remember that. It's important for businesses and families to take a part of GASO or GOAL, wherever you're at. You know, your state has these programs where you can just, hey, you defer your state taxes to this private education, and boom, you don't pay for it. You pay for it up front, but you get it back in the end. And so do our kiddos who go to private school. So, again, thank you so much for checking out Life with the Spectrum. I could go on and on and on, as you can tell. And, you can find it as a podcast wherever you grab your podcast. You can like, comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit that little notification button so that you know when the latest episode drops. And until next time, we live life with the Spectrum. See ya. Bye.